So yes, everything is cool, everything is okay, everything is cool, everything is okay, everything is
Yes, yes,
nice,
yes.
everything is under control. No, don't
Very
worry for that.
nice.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, hello.
So what's going on? What's up? How was your day? Before we start.
Hi. It was good. Like, kind of like, we can say like semi-busy day, kind of busy day.
How?
But
Did you have
yeah,
like too many trials or what?
without you, do you think that I'm going to like to have many trials without you?
I mean, I know I'm the main focus, but still.
No, you're like the main one. Of
Okay,
course
but
not.
so I assume that you had many oral tests then?
Yeah, and like some meetings, some like talking, like some like meetings with like teachers,
Uh,
checking like some materials and stuff. But no fake trials without them, of course.
thank you, thank you. That's an honor. But I want to ask you about like the specific oral tests. Like, how do you pass them? Like, how? What?
To
How do
be
you do that?
honest, the whole day I was thinking like I want to like tell you more about it.
Nice.
So
I wanna know more. Let's.
yeah,
Okay, so you will explain, and let's pretend
yes,
that I am the student, as I do always, that you are the teacher, like the one who's going to pass the exam for me
yeah.
or the test for me. Okay?
Okay,
Nice.
yeah,
I'm
very
in.
good.
I'm in. Let's
Okay,
go. Yeah. But first, you
okay,
have to
let's go.
explain. You have to explain a little bit so I can understand.
Okay. So actually, like the first thing why we're going to have an oral test. So like you should test the student before like you're going to assign him to the group. For example, now that we have a student and he's just like he said I want to join Boston, and we gave him like an exact test or a real test where he's just going to choose grammar points, write down a paragraph, and so on. But the
Hmm.
main point here, how you're going to test his conversation skills. You need to hear him talking, right?
Hmm.
So here I'm going like to have a student and I would just like ask him some simple questions. And as long as he's just getting along, he's talking to me, he's understanding what I'm saying. So I'm just going to start harden it. Like I'm going to make it a little bit hard
Hmm.
to see how he's going to respond.
Is he expressive
And
or not?
according to, yeah, exactly. According to the slangs, the idioms, the vocabulary he's using. And here I'm going to just write down, okay, he's an A1. So we have A1 beginner, intermediate, advanced. So we have a lot.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm just going to, yeah, to evaluate his level. At first, it's going to be like a little bit challenging, but by time you will get used to it.
But doesn't he like go this through the same process, kind of? Not the same, but a similar
Mm.
process, and the like trial, the free trial, if he passes it.
Yes, but you know that not all the teachers can do that. So we just need to make sure. Some teachers do it very well, to be honest,
Like,
and some
can you give me
teachers
a top
don't.
two teachers? Like top two teachers who do that. Oh, I have a name by the way. I think it's very high up there. I assume
Oh,
maybe
say
Amina from Algeria.
yes.
It's
She's
the
very good
number
at
one,
it.
I guess. It's the number one.
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
who's like the
you're an
second one?
expert now.
Yeah.
Okay, we could
Because I saw her
say
like a lot of times, like the way she does like the fake, the not the fake, try the fake trial only
you
with
got
me.
used to
The
it.
fake trial, I'm the one who passes the fake trial, not you guys. But anyway, like
Yeah.
for everyone watching here, I assume. Anyway, but like for the real trials, like the way she
Uh-huh.
carries the trial is very like professional, to be honest. She always
Yes.
like have a note next to her and she types
She
she would
wrote
ask you
it
like
down.
something, right? She would ask you like a simple question, for example, or just
Mm.
talking to you. And if you say something like weird or wrong or kind of like
She's
out of
gonna write it
context,
down.
yeah, she's like, yes, continue, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're very good at that.
Yes, I know, like
Just write it
that,
down.
that
Yeah.
have been nice. I like the way she does that. Very, very nice.
Me too. She's
Yeah.
an amazing teacher, to be honest.
So who's
Yeah.
like your second pick?
I can say Munai too. Munai,
Ah, Monet.
teacher Munai.
You
Yeah.
know what? I've
Yeah.
never like passed a trial with her, to be honest.
Oh,
Yes, I've
okay.
passed with so many teachers, like
Yeah.
Asala, like Sara Ammar, like
Yeah.
Wala Izzat, like Abunjil,
Yeah.
Lizibu is good too. Like so
Uh-huh.
many, like I can't remember like their names, like the other guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. You're an expert now. So
okay,
yeah.
kind of. You can say that. But
Yeah.
I've never like passed a trial with Monet. I've seen her in the like discussion room doing what's it called, the the
Mm.
sessions, the workshop
Uh-huh.
sessions. But I've never like seen
Yeah.
her do
Yeah.
a trial.
Oh, she's so professional, to be honest. Like
I
she give
have
it
to see
like
that one.
real professional. Yeah. She write down like the notes. She like her evaluations are always right.
Okay, you gave me
So
like
yeah.
two people. Like Amina is number one, like Monet is number
Yeah.
two. Who's your
Nuran,
last three?
Nuran Aidel.
Noran, Adil. Ronan, yes, I know her. Yes, very good too. Yes, she's very
Yeah.
good. Okay,
Yes. Yeah, she's very good.
number three. So
Nisreen.
Nisreen. Oh, the Syrian Nisreen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, yes,
nice.
yes.
Okay, she's good too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. And from South Africa, I could say Kayla.
Kyla.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but okay, okay. I guess you know better than me, but okay.
Okay. No, no, no. Okay. Okay. I was just like, I could hear more from you, but no, now
Yes,
I
no,
could just
no.
hear more.
Let's keep it friendly. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you
Harriet
think?
too.
Hmm?
Harriet.
Oh, yes. This one actually is
Remember her? Do you remember her?
yes, I
The one
remember
that
her.
was
Yes,
just.
I remember her because I passed the fake trial with her. I was like, I know her capabilities. She's good, but actually, I've never like passed a real trial with her. Like me as
Ah.
a monitor or like an admin in the room. I've
Mm-hmm.
never been in
You
such a
will.
position with her. Yeah, but
You will.
maybe she's good. Maybe she's good at like giving. I mean, they are good at like teaching English. That's an obvious
Yeah.
observation. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about like giving the exact level of the student
Level.
because you have to always like do a second like test with them to give them
Yes.
their
We always
like
have
exact.
to do.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's very
It's a
good.
skill, but I think you will be really good at it.
Me? Why?
Yeah, because like sometimes like from their tone, like I noticed like over and over that sometimes you say like or you tell like the teachers, okay, from like the tone of like the student, like I feel that he's shy, he's awkward, he does not like really like know how to talk, especially like when you were talking like to someone about the report. So I felt you could be like really good at it.
Oh, so you're trying to
Yeah.
gaslight me to get to do more work. Okay.
No, no.
Okay,
I swear
I
to
see.
God.
Okay, okay. Yes, I believe you. I
Oh
believe you.
my God.
All right, all right.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay, okay.
Okay, you know what? I found a video like that is very interesting. Not the one I sent you, by the way. That's another one, because
Oh,
the one I sent you is kind of long, to be honest. It's gonna be like very hard to dissect in 2 hours.
I gave you my words and I didn't open it. So I don't know.
Okay, so no, no, I'm not talking about that. It's another
Mm.
video. Just in just in case you watch that. But you should also like watch the other video I sent you because it's very nice. Maybe we'll watch it someday here too. But I
Yeah.
have this one instead. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
It's called Pandora's Box by this
Oh,
guy called ENP Lemon. It's very nice, by the way. It has like very
let-
good videos.
wow. I'm excited right now.
Yeah. Should I remove like the subtitles or just leave them?
Yeah, okay.
I think you
I'm
should
not
leave
really
them
sure if,
just in
like, if
case.
someone is watching, but yeah, you can just,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them. Okay.
yes.
Do you see my screen, by the way?
Yeah, I see it.
Growing up, we get told a lot of legends, but
Can you
one
hear
that's
it?
always stuck out to me has been the story of Pandora's box. There are numerous religious
Can you hear it, by the way?
Yeah, I hear it well.
Okay.
Growing up, we get told a lot of legends, but one that's always stuck out to me has been the story of Pandora's box. There are numerous religious and spiritual texts which attempt to explain the origin of evil, the most famous of which can be found in the Bible, through the Garden of Eden. Stories such as these often attribute the fall of man to some sort of wicked being who tempted us into a new, sinful reality. However, the ancient Greeks presented a different interpretation of what really led man to forbidden territory. Pandora's box was a box or jar given to Pandora, the first woman on Earth. The box contained all the evils of the world, such as disease, poverty, and war, and was accompanied by a warning not to open
This is in Greek mythology, by the way, and Romans, I guess, too, because they got
Yeah.
inspired a little bit, and not in like Islam or Christianity or maybe even
Yeah.
Judaism. So this is
I love
basically
reading
just
about this.
myths, okay? Just myths,
Yeah.
not real things. But it's
Don't
interesting, by
worry.
the way.
I
It's
love
interesting.
it.
Yeah, I really like want to know what's it
it
about.
under any circumstances.
Yes. Same
However,
here.
Pandora's curiosity got the better of her, and she opened the box, unleashing all the evils into the world. The Greek telling of the original sin is rather unique because it implies that mankind is responsible for its own downfall, a notion that has only grown more salient over time. Concerns of man-made doom now pervade our lives more than ever, and are beginning to appear where we least expect them. The preceding paragraph of voiceover was written by ChatGPT, an AI writing tool which many suspect will lead to a cascade of unforeseen consequences. It seems like we are opening a new version of Pandora's box every day, and while many may experience this as a distinctly modern dilemma, it turns out that we've been opening the box for a lot longer than we think. I suppose you could say that humanity's wayward path began when we departed from the animal kingdom. While we once existed alongside animals as products of nature, we have since assumed the role of quasi-caretakers.
I mean, this is just like wrong. This is just like unproven facts. This is like based on nothing, to be honest. But still, I still want to hear
Still
what he's
interesting.
going to say. Yeah, because like
I love
there's
series.
no concrete evidence of like a human being evolved from a monkeys or whatever, like whatever animal it is,
Yeah.
because they said
Yeah.
they were evolved from like a single cell, like a being, like a plankton or something like that. Then
Yes.
like it went to be a
Which is
fish, then from a fish to something, then from something to like
yeah.
a lizard, then from a lizard to dinosaurs, blah blah blah, and then like this is just like brain dead, to be honest. But yeah, okay, still.
Although
For
for
them it's
centuries, it's
crazy.
hard to say
Yeah.
that any care was being taken. In fact, the natural world had not yet seen a force as ruthlessly destructive as man. When we put our minds to it, we have the unprecedented ability to single-handedly make other creatures disappear. Since the advent of human civilization after the end of the last ice age, animals have been going extinct at a rate not seen since the last of the dinosaurs. While
This is
many
actually
may
true.
attribute this process to our efficient hunting practices, the main culprit lies in the development of agriculture and the widespread destruction of natural habitats for
Ooh,
land
I
clearing.
know a lot
These
about this.
damaging practices have
Yes, 100%.
Your major.
Yes, 100%.
It's your major.
Because like okay, I'll give you the details. For example, when you
Yes.
chop down trees just to have a land
Mm.
where you can like plant or maybe grow like weeds and stuff like that. When you're chopping down
Oh.
the trees, you're actually messing around with the like not the atmosphere, but you could say the weather of that
Environment.
area, of that
The
specific
weather.
area. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
because
Okay.
when the trees, like when there are trees around, they provide
Mm.
shades, which gives you a
Yes.
little bit of like what's it called? Uh, hygrometry, hygrometry, like rotoba.
Okay. You mean like rutuba, like humid, or
Yes, humidity,
you
of
mean
course. Yeah, I'm brain dead.
okay?
Yeah, it provides a little bit of humidity and also like the temperature down. like in the shade,
Mm.
is different from the temperature in under the sun. And also
Ah.
like the areas when you like cut down all the trees, they are less to like they are more likely to have less water because of the possibility of rain coming down there, because trees are the primary reason for the rain to fall because of their the photosynthesis, you know. They
Ah,
release,
okay. The photosynthesis
yes,
process.
they release like H2O in gas form.
Mm.
So when like H2O like gathers, like a lot of trees do the same process, it goes to
Mm-hmm.
the sky. Then when it goes to the sky, it become like a big chunk of like clouds. And when the clouds like
Mm-hmm.
keep forming, keep forming, keep forming, they reach to a certain degree where they like change the state from gas to liquid, and it starts raining in the same place.
Like, oh my God. Now I get
It's like a
like the full
cycle.
background.
It's like a cycle,
Yeah.
like a closed
Yes,
cycle.
yes.
If you get rid of trees, you will have like no rain. You will, of course, you will have like rain in the next 10 years or so, but after that, you will have less rains, like
Yeah.
less
The
rains in general.
probability like of having rain in this certain area will just go
Yes,
down.
yes, because you messed with the climate, you
Uh-huh.
messed with the ecology, with the environment over there. They don't have
Yes.
like trees which provide the shade for the living creatures too, that like also
Mhm.
have like a role in like recycling and doing like their job, like
Yeah.
dissecting debris
Okay.
and stuff like that. They don't have that.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's why I think like when they just like when they tried to get rid of rats, I think back in in very like old age, they got blocked because
When they
like
were trying to get rid of what?
rats.
Rats. Oh, where exactly?
Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. I mean like cats
Ah,
in
cats
London.
in
They
London.
were trying to get like rid of cats, but when they tried to get rid of cats, so cats were just like usually like hunting or trying like to prevent or to hunt rats, right?
Yes.
So they got blocked. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
also
it's a
because of the
cycle.
yeah, also because of the pesticides and the extensive use of like the earth, you know, for they keep planting the same thing, the same. You're exhausting the earth. You cannot, you should not do that.
Ah,
When you keep planting the same
okay.
thing on the earth, you're like exhausting. You're killing the earth. You're basically making it like sterile, like infertile. That's the problem.
I got your
Have
point.
resulted in effects which
Yes.
sound almost unfathomable. At the turn of the 19th century, billions of passenger pigeons blanketed the skies of North America. Just 114 years later, they had ceased to exist entirely. The long-term consequences of modern extinction events can be difficult to define on a global scale. It is primarily through localized ecosystems which we can truly understand the importance of individual species, a lesson that was taught to us after the removal.
Like environment is very delicate. You should not be messing with the environment. Like you can eliminate a single thing that you think it's like it does nothing. It has no
Useless.
purpose.
Mm,
But the moment you get rid of that thing, like the whole system collapses. Like the case
I
they will
agree.
show, like the case they will show here.
Removal of the
Mhm.
Yellowstone wolves. One of the most disastrous ecological follies we ever oversaw came about, ironically, from one of our first attempts at conservation. In 1872, the US government established the first national park in Yellowstone, Wyoming. The preserve was intended to provide federal protection of the area's natural resources, but at a time when our understanding of ecology was still in its infancy, not all nature was treated equally. Yellowstone happened to be home to an abundant population of gray wolves. Due to the threat they posed to humans and livestock, early park managers were quick to label the predators as undesirable. It wasn't long before the Yellowstone wolves were in the crosshairs of a full-scale eradication campaign. About 50 years after the park's foundation, the entire wolf population had been functionally erased. Soon after, what was seen as a solution quickly devolved into an even greater problem. It turns out the wolves were instrumental at keeping the local elk population in check. With their key predators now absent, the number of elk skyrocketed, resulting in overgrazing of the park's flora. Acres of forest were no longer allowed to grow as budding saplings were prematurely eaten. The waning vegetation could no longer anchor the terrain, which began to erode away. Local beavers couldn't find enough wood to build their dams, altering the constitution of the park's rivers and streams. In their time, the Yellowstone wolves only represented several hundred organisms. It must have been easy to dismiss their presence as inconsequential. What we failed to realize is the role they played in a finely tuned equilibrium that persisted for millennia. Disrupting even a single component was enough to throw the entire ecosystem out of balance. By the 1990s, the park had fallen into such disarray that a new population of wolves had to be reintroduced in an attempt to reverse the damages. The fiasco would serve as a hard lesson that the natural world is often far more complex than we think. As others would soon discover, adding animals to an ecosystem can be just as destructive as removing them.
True, which is true. Like, you cannot like add or
Wow.
remove something. Like, it's very there is system to be reserved. You cannot like mess
Very
around with that.
crucial.
Yeah. You see,
You know
like,
what? Like, I'm surprised.
sorry?
I'm surprised. Like, wow.
Yeah,
How did it
actually.
happen?
Because like wolves are one of the hunters for like elk, and elk
Yeah.
resources constitute of like grass and plants like green. Anything that is green and like plant like, they eat it.
Okay.
So when the
Yeah.
trees drop their like seeds, and there's like a little plant, like little trees growing up, they eat it. They don't like
Mhm.
let it live because they don't know nothing. It's
Yes.
just animals, of course. And then when
Mhm.
like there is no trees, the beavers also like cannot like control the stream of the river because they build dams. Although they seem like what's it called, random, but actually if you see
Yeah.
that, it actually not random. It's actually very 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 smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, what I do
So
like believe in life, it's nothing is random, nothing is constant. Everything it has a role. Like,
yeah, everything has a
yeah.
role. Yeah, there is the term of randomness or like is not does not really exist, to be honest. Like,
Yes.
although it seems random like from our perspective, but like from a third person perspective,
Yes.
it's not random, to be honest. Like everything that is going around here.
Yeah. Everything is going in order. We did not maybe we did not see it. I mean, we did not see the full picture, but everything is going in order.
Yes,
And
you
if
cannot
we
see the
just
full.
try to interfere, we
Yeah,
are doing it.
you can only have so much control in your life.
Yeah.
Even then, you cannot like control everything, especially the external reasons. You cannot do that. And also
Yes.
like adding stuff to the animal kingdom, maybe like a frog or a cat. For example, you said that they got rid of cats.
Hmm.
If they
And they
tried,
have
if they
lots.
try, yes, if they tried, for example, like somewhere they have a rat infestation, okay, but they live in an
Mm.
island and they don't have
Mhm.
cats. If you introduce cats, who's gonna eat those cats? There is nothing
Yes.
that. So after time, like after like maybe 5 years or 6 years, you will start having a problem. There are too much cats, and when you
Mhm.
eat like the rats, like the you will gonna have like a problem with the insects, because rats eat
Yeah.
insects. So
Yes.
when you have like insects, you will start having
Mhm.
diseases and stuff. So that's a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the cycle like domino. Like if you just try to move like a stone here, it's all going to fall apart.
Yes.
Everything is relying on the other. It's a system.
True.
In the
Mhm.
1930s, Australian sugar farmers were looking to control the native cane beetle. Their solution was to introduce the invasive cane toad from the jungles of South America. Starting with just over 100 individuals, the Australian cane toad population would eventually balloon to over 200 million. They now inhabit nearly a quarter of the continent and are actively disrupting other native wildlife on both sides of the food chain. Adult cane toads secrete deadly toxins from their skin, meaning that not even predators are safe from their hazardous influence. With no way to limit the population, the toads will likely persist as a constant nuisance into the foreseeable future. The worst part is, they never had any effect on the beetles they were brought in to stop. While invasive animals may contribute their fair share of carnage to local ecosystems, invasive plants have the potential to be even more destructive. Such is the case with the notorious kudzu vine, which now blankets entire landscapes in the American Southeast. Originally introduced in the 1870s as an ornamental, the plant would expand aggressively, rapidly climbing up and over acres of native woodlands. The vine is so oppressive that it effectively blocks out the sun for all other competing plants, slowly smothering and killing everything in its path. Fans of biodiversity should be relieved that kudzu is still mostly limited to the eastern half of the country. As for the Wild West, they happen to have their own kind of invasive vegetation, one that is already familiar to many of us. The tumbleweed has long persisted as an iconic symbol of the Western aesthetic. What many fail to realize, however, is that this peculiar plant is not supposed to be here. Originating in 1870 from a shipment of Russian flax seeds, the tumbleweed has run roughshod ever since. Depending on the terrain, they can travel through hundreds of miles of unimpeded wilderness, spreading their seeds along the way. This creates a mobile threat that is practically impossible to isolate and remove. Tumbleweeds are very much here to stay, and while they contribute to some rather comedic frustration, their consequences become much more grim when combined with another common fixture of the West. In the event that the arid landscape is set ablaze, these unsuspecting plants are suddenly transformed into flaming projectiles, capable of torching the surrounding area in record time. It's safe to say that the tumbleweed was probably never meant to exist in America. It's hard to believe that less than 200 years ago, they weren't even here at all. The same could be said about Providence Canyon, which is often thought of as a miniature Grand Canyon, but rather than being forged by nature, this colorful landform can trace its origins back to man-made error. Starting in the 19th century, a combination of extensive land clearing and poor drainage led to tremendous erosion in an otherwise normal plot of farmland in the Georgia countryside. By the 1900s, the subsidence had spawned a gash in the landscape over 100 feet deep and a mile across.
I said, like, do you see what I was talking about? Like the exhaustion of the earth. Like,
Yes.
and also like not just like using the same type of plants, but like extensive water sometimes it can cause like earth to die like from the inside because there is life form inside the earth. Like there are like small microscopic
Yeah.
you could say insects or life, that contribute to
Mhm.
like the richness of minerals for like the terrain, and also like
Mhm.
the compactness of like the, the terrain. If there is like so much water, you will have like erosions. You will always have, especially if it's on a
Yeah.
high terrain. Especially if it's on a high terrain, and you
Why?
like because the water like misses with the composition of the earth, like the elements
Mhm.
of the earth. Because when you
Okay.
yes, when you pour water, you are getting rid of like the things that keeps the earth like compact. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. I got your
Yes.
point. So
Yes,
you're
all
ruining
those
it like from inside.
yes, all those chemical bonds between like minerals and stuff. When you introduce water to that, you're kind of breaking that. And when you break them, there is no like balance anymore. So they start like roaming freely, which like cause like erosions. Yes,
Okay.
you're breaking
I
bonds. Yes.
understand now.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Got it.
Today, the canyon exists as an amusing tourist attraction, but its history serves as a reminder of how even our most simple mistakes have the power to scar the earth itself.
Children and their families pay the
Oh,
heaviest price of the war in Gaza. They cannot go to school, they cannot sleep peacefully at night, they cannot have access to safe water. UNICEF, our teams are here in the north of Gaza and we're scaling up in an effort to reach every child, but we need support. Your support now can be a lifeline to children in this crisis more than ever before. donate now.
True. Like anyone that have the
Hmm.
capability to donate, please donate to like children of Gaza
Yes.
or people of Gaza in general. They
See,
are suffering. Like free them.
you did the right thing by doing it. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Okay, are you not gonna? Okay.
While we have been
Can-
fortunate to come out of most environmental blunders somewhat unscathed, we can only ask Mother Nature to take one for the team so often. Tragically, there is one ecological decision which has likely contributed to more human suffering than any other. In 1958, Mao Zedong instituted the Four Pests campaign, which sought to eradicate unwanted vermin from communist China. Among the vermin targeted was the sparrow, blamed for disrupting the country's supply of grain. Over the next 2 years, the Chinese drove the local sparrow population to near extinction, going so far as to bang drums for days until the startled birds dropped dead from exhaustion. After the near total removal of the species, Mao's plan immediately began to backfire. It turns out that in addition to grain, the sparrows consumed a substantial amount of insects,
Of course.
particularly locusts. With a major
Yeah.
predator out of the picture, the locust
Okay.
population exploded, resulting in widespread crop failures and food shortages. After recognizing the severity of the mistake, government officials scrambled to replenish the population, but the damage was already done. The decision to exterminate the sparrow was one of several contributing factors of the Great Chinese Famine, a disaster which led to the deaths of up to 55 million people.
You see, like it always come down to us. Like always, the effects.
Yes.
It always come down to us. Like you mess with
True.
nature, nature comes back firing at you worse than you thought ever.
Karma will hate you. This
Yeah,
is
like
his karma.
100%.
Yeah.
Like you see how many people died from famine because they got rid from the bird that was eating
A sparrow.
the insect?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because why in the first place you could kill a really innocent bird out
Not
of just
innocent.
like your showing
Not
off?
innocent. I mean, it was like eating like a lot of crops, but not as much as this insect did.
But no. Yeah, and just like just like they killed the whole like kind of like bird, or like they just like now it's I think it's not really existent, the sparrow.
No, no,
So
no.
why
I
they
think
just like they could do that
because
in
people
China?
didn't think straight. Because back in the day, people didn't have like an idea about how like environment systems work. They just see something. Oh, this something is bad. I get rid of it. Is good. Like, bro, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Uh, this bird, not good.
Yeah.
Kill. Okay, I kill.
Why are
Oh,
you
now
doing
I have
that?
famine. Now I have famine. Why I have famine? Ah, okay.
Ask yourself why you have famine.
I mean, that's very
Maybe
obvious.
because you killed him? Maybe because you killed that, like, okay, that semi-innocent bird? Maybe?
Yes, I told
Who
you, like I
knows?
told you, like systems, especially like in nature systems, are
Yeah.
are like closed cycles. You mess with one
Very
thing,
accurate.
the whole
And
system
you will
collapses.
move on. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why like, everything is here like it's for a reason. Maybe we cannot understand it, but just leave it alone.
yeah. Maybe we are the problem, not them. Maybe we are the
Exactly.
problem.
You know, like even here, whenever you just see any human being trying to interfere, trying to just think outside of the box, they just ruin everything. They could kill him, like he could kill himself, even himself and his family.
We don't have like a deep understanding of nature just yet. Maybe we do,
No.
like in this day and age, we do to a certain extent. But like back in the 90s
Yeah.
or 80s or something, we didn't understand because like there was no
Yeah.
social media, no internet, no nothing. People
Yeah.
relied on paper, like paper news or
Uh,
paper researches, where sometimes
or
people
uh-huh.
didn't have like access. So a lot of people just end up clueless. They don't know anything. They
Yeah.
just you tell them to do something, they do it. They don't think about it twice or thrice. They don't.
100%. They were more like a cowboy, like or cowboys. They just
Yeah.
did not think, okay, let's do it. So how? Can you just tell me how you can do it?
I mean, because
I don't
like
like that.
because our systems, like humans, as humans, we always trust those who are in power. Because if you date back
Yeah.
way back in the time.
To the video,
Yeah,
like to the video that we watched, like the leader. Okay, we have a leader, so we're
yeah.
going to
He's
give him
always
all
right. When
like
he says something, he's always right. He's like the ultimate power of the country or like the land or
yes,
anything, you know. So whatever he
trustworthy person.
says, yeah, as long as he's like as the country is prosperous and like everything is good, whatever he says goes. Because of his
Yes.
politics or the way he runs things, we are like
Mhm.
good. We live good.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
And as long as like yeah.
and even if like people don't have like good living conditions and stuff, especially if it's like a
Mm.
dictator, you should always like listen because if you don't, you will lose your life. You're playing with your life. That's the best thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And some people will act like as long as it's really like it doesn't like really affect our lives, we're down. But it's going to affect you anyways. It will hit you by any chance.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It turns out the leaders of China had a history of tempting fate. Emperor Qin Shi Huang was notable for unifying China more than 2,000 years ago. Wanting his reign to last forever, Qin sought out the secret to immortality. After searching far and wide for the solution, he believed to have found it through an exotic mineral known as cinnabar.
I mean, a reasonable, reasonable desire. Okay, but dumb solution. To be honest, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
The emperor spent years drinking the compound by mixing it with his wine, but rather than granting eternal life, it accomplished quite the opposite. Emperor Qin died prematurely at the age of 49, most likely from consuming a lethal amount of the element we now.
He probably died of like
God.
cancer because of the cinnabar intoxication in his body. Yes, yes, of course. Because when you like
Yeah.
drink literal uh, cinnabar, of course you're gonna have cancer because this is زئبق when you like this is زئبق.
Yeah.
Now know as
Mercury.
mercury.
It's yeah.
It took us a long time to reach a basic understanding of the chemical world, an odyssey which led to plenty of mistakes along the way. We unknowingly interacted with substances like mercury for centuries before discovering their toxic properties. Mercury in particular causes severe damage to the kidneys, lungs, and brain, with even short-term exposure capable of inducing insanity. An equally sinister element can be found just one space over on the periodic table: lead. Its chemical
Oh
symbol
my
is
God.
Pb, short for the Latin word plumbum, a name that carries with it a rather disturbing
I remember like the signs and like the station stops, when you can like refill for gas and stuff. They had like a pump
Uh-huh.
with lead and a free lead pump. And I was like always like,
Yeah.
why there is like such thing?
One.
Why there is like two type of like gas, one with lead and one with no lead. And
Yeah.
as I grew up, I understood. But now I think we have like
You,
zero lead gas here, at least in my country.
yeah, I think in Egypt, I'm not really sure, but I think it's so. I think
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
implication. Plumbum happens to be the root word of plumbing, which is sadly no coincidence. Due to the soft and malleable properties of lead, it was commonly manufactured in pipes that delivered drinking water to the Roman people. When ingested, nearly all lead is trapped within the human body where it remains indefinitely. Compared to mercury, lead is far less potent. Its detrimental effects on health take much longer to materialize. Historically, this has allowed the metal to appear deceptively safe, resulting in far greater exposure to the general population. Now classified as a neurotoxin, lead contamination eventually causes the deterioration and impairment of cognitive abilities. Some historians now attribute lead to the sudden collapse of the Roman Empire, hypothesizing that the leaching of toxins into the population gradually drove them mad. The frequent industrial use of lead continued all the way into the 20th century, but didn't reach epidemic proportions until the release of leaded gasoline. The process of burning tetraethyl lead in combustion engines turned the metal into an airborne contaminant through car exhaust. The chemical became inescapable, effectively poisoning the entire US population. By 1976, the lead content measured in American blood had risen to more than 4 times the natural level. The oil and automobile industries lobbied to keep lead in gasoline for as long as they could, but eventually, its toxicity was indisputable, and world governments began phasing it out of production. As leaded fuel was gradually outlawed, what followed was a remarkable trend which illustrated its disturbing effect on the population. The removal of lead emissions from the environment almost directly correlated with a decrease in violent crime. Tetraethyllead was initially developed by chemical engineer Thomas Midgley Jr., regarded by many as the single most destructive inventor in human history. Shockingly, leaded gasoline may not have been the most disastrous part of his legacy. Midgley was also the father of chlorofluorocarbons, the compound eventually responsible for burning a hole.
I know this one. You know when you find
Okay, so
where
we
you can
got
find
it.
this one?
Where?
It's in the refrigerators. It's the gas that's keeping the yeah.
Okay.
It's the gas that
Okay,
keeps the
got it.
refrigerator cold. Yeah.
Cold, yes.
In the ozone layer.
Okay.
Most people now know this seasonal void over Antarctica as the extent of the damage, but the true influence of CFCs extends much further.
I know.
Since its widespread release into the atmosphere, the chemical has depleted about 4% of the ozone for the entire planet, as the atmospheric layer which shields the surface from harmful ultraviolet radiation. Its weakening is forecasted to cause an uptick in skin cancer and cataracts for the foreseeable future. And although CFCs have been mostly phased out, the ozone supply is not expected to fully recover until at least 50 years from now. The 20th century was truly the point of no return for unleashing a plague of chemicals onto the unsuspecting world. For decades, highly cancerous PCBs would be recklessly dumped into local water supplies. A rather egregious offender of such was the Monsanto Chemical Company, which knowingly poisoned the people of Anniston, Alabama. To this day, the town still has among the highest rates of cancer and birth defects in the nation. PCBs represented a rather unholy achievement in chemical engineering. They were one of the first man-made compounds capable of rendering entire places inhospitable. Even so, they didn't compare to the sheer scope and pervasiveness of another industrial byproduct of the same era, asbestos. What originated as a naturally occurring mineral quickly began to be used in highly artificial ways. Its strong insulative properties made the substance an ideal candidate for construction. By the 1970s, asbestos had become ubiquitous in homes, schools, and hospitals around the world. It also infiltrated numerous consumer goods, including appliances, cigarettes, makeup, and even baby powder. Eventually, all who came into contact with the supposed wonder material would soon regret it. When disturbed, asbestos releases long microscopic fibers which become permanently embedded in lung tissue when inhaled. The substance went on to infect generations of people with deadly respiratory illness. Asbestos exposure is attributed to more than 100,000 deaths annually. Its
Yes.
lingering presence in pre-existing infrastructure continues to put people at risk, long after most places have banned the stuff entirely. The most hazardous forms of asbestos have even led to the abandonment of entire towns, as was the case with Wittenoom, Australia, which is set to be totally demolished as of this year. While there are many contenders, the true title for most hazardous man-made development has to go to another breakthrough of the 20th century, when humanity crossed over into the nuclear age. If there was ever something that man was never meant to discover, this was probably it. For it was through splitting the atom which we inherited unspeakable powers of destruction. Even in its simplest form, the atomic bomb had already cemented its status as the ultimate weapon. As if it wasn't enough to convert an entire city to ash in a matter of seconds, whatever remained would be irradiated from nuclear fallout, inflicting even more torment on any survivors unlucky enough to wander the hell we left behind. It took just 2 of these weapons to coerce immediate, unconditional surrender from the most zealously unbreakable military on the planet. It was as though we had somehow transcended the abilities of mere mortals, suddenly gaining access to the wrath of gods. To put it more concisely, we had become death, destroyer of worlds. This phrase was infamously spoken by the father of the atomic bomb, J.
Did you
Robert.
watch the movie, by the way? Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I know this movie.
No,
Yes,
but did you
I
watch
know
it?
it. Yeah,
Very nice.
yes,
Very cool.
yeah. Okay, I know. We're saving it for later.
Yeah, for sure.
Robert Oppenheimer, the subject of a highly anticipated biopic releasing this summer. The quotation refers to what ran through his mind at the moment of the Trinity detonation, mankind's very first glimpse into our nuclear future. Oppenheimer's rather ambiguous relationship with his creation has since been met with irreverence by some, often to comedic effect. It's hard to imagine that the architect of a superweapon would feel any sort of sympathy for its victims, but I'd like to believe that when Oppenheimer said this, he wasn't just thinking about Japanese civilians. While gazing into the brilliant fireball that was supposed to signal the end of the war, it's possible that he instead saw the end of everything. With nuclear weapons, humanity had indeed inherited the keys to the kingdom. We had unlocked the sobering ability to destroy ourselves. By the time of Oppenheimer's death in 1967, the world powers had manufactured enough firepower to wipe out most of the population, a stockpile with the potential to transform any ordinary day into Armageddon. Considering our reckless track record with far lower stakes, you have to wonder whether such a responsibility would be too much to handle.
That's what I was going to ask you actually. Do you think that maybe one day we'll have a nuclear war, an actual nuclear war,
Um,
that would eradicate like everybody?
I think so. I believe it will happen
For
because
me,
like, yeah, for you, what?
I don't
I want to
know.
hear.
It's very hard. I know like there are like multiple like nuclear hits pretty much like
Mm, in different
at
spots.
yeah in different spots. But using it, it's very hard to use that because once you use it, like you will like have everybody on you. Like everybody will try to hunt you. That's the main issue. Like if a country
So,
decides, for example, to like launch a nuclear head toward like pretty much anywhere, any country,
mm,
any other
we
country,
will
I
get
think like
affected.
yeah, I think that everybody will form an alliance against it, and they will like try to stop it or get like its leader arrested and like force sanctions
Mm.
on them. Maybe like take their like the rest of their nuclear weapons from them, something like that, maybe. But a
Don't you
full-on,
think that? Yeah.
sorry, but a full-on nuclear war, I don't
Uh-huh.
know. It's very unlikely to happen.
Um, for me, I feel maybe it could happen one day because don't you think that like residents will just like get crazy one day and they will just decide to destroy each other? I
No, it's
mean
not.
that,
The okay, so the thing is with nuclear weapons, it's not in the hands of like the people, like the residents.
yeah,
It's at the hand of like the higher ups, maybe the presidents, for example, or
yeah,
anyone like the people who are responsible for them. It's not at the hand
yes,
of us. It's not. So I think
yeah,
it would be like very like hard to get a leader to actually launch nuclear like rockets or weapons at other countries.
mm,
It would be very hard,
mm,
yeah. Because the moment he does that, he
okay,
will become like an enemy pretty much for everybody. Because he's not only
yes,
disrupting like the other country, but he's also disrupting the peace of other countries indirectly, you know?
Chris,
Because
yeah.
maybe that like that rocket will drop randomly, maybe it will like malfunction, or if like that the other country intercepted like way up in the
It could
sky.
just like, yeah, yeah, it could just like fall down on any like other like innocent country. Maybe it could like
Yeah, even like if
include
it
like his
doesn't land,
family, his
like even
brothers.
if like they destroy it like way up in the sky, it will pollute the sky, you know?
Mm,
Like all the clouds, all
yes,
the rain, it will get polluted with like radiation.
and
So that's the
yeah,
main issue.
and we will get affected, all of us. Like
Yes,
the
because
radiation itself is
yes,
not
because
really like
like the
any.
explosion itself is not the main reason why people fear from nuclear weapon. It's
Yes,
because of the radiation. That is
the
very,
actual
very,
word.
very, 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 very hard to get rid of.
Bad. I've read about it once, and
Yeah,
oh my god.
it takes decades,
Yeah,
sometimes even like 100 years to get rid of like radiation from
yeah,
nuclear weapons. I think to this day they still
Japan, for
have,
example.
yeah, to this day I think they still have radiation in like Nagasaki and Hiroshima, I suppose.
Yes. Have you watched like a movie called The Hills Have Eyes? Have you watched it?
No, to be honest, no. What is it about?
It's a horror movie. It's a horror movie. It's about like people who just like get deformities like because of like the nuclear effect because of the radiation. So they just like they turn out like to be like really like weird. Their heads are really big, their hands are small. So they have like some kind of deformities and they just started to kill people.
Hmm. Yeah,
And whenever it's just like in a certain place. So just
like
imagine like have a generation who can do like just like that because of the radiation. You're
just
you
like
ruin everything.
yeah, just like The Last of Us, the game, if you ever played it before.
No, but
But the
I've
only
heard of
thing,
it. Like
yeah, but the only thing is, like the people turns like into zombies because of like a fungus, not radiation. Because yeah, they
okay,
inhale,
zombies is another spectrum.
yeah, they inhale like this fungus, like the pores, and when it gets like inside you, it start like messing around with your brain, and
Yeah.
you became like a host, you know, for
Okay,
the
I got you.
parasites. Yeah, because
Oh, it's
it lives in your brain. It like
mhm.
devours
And
your
it start
brain.
like controlling you.
Yeah, it devours your brain.
Oh, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you, by the
Yeah.
way, there is an actual fungus that does the same thing, but for insects. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
search for this.
I've seen it before.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I know this one.
Okay. Hold on. Killer
Like
fungus,
search. Yeah.
fungus for spider, for spiders,
I've
spider.
seen them moving and it was weird. We could build it too. Maybe I could find it.
It's this one.
Show me.
You see? This is fungus. This whole thing is fungus.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
It
Eh,
take
Oh
it take
God.
controls of the body. You know what it does? It's actually very messed up. So when it first enters like the system of the insect, it goes directly to the
Yeah.
nerves, you know? And when
Hmm.
when it goes to the nerves, it start kind of like controlling the host, okay? So when it takes control,
Yes.
it drive it to somewhere. It tells the insect to go somewhere and just stay still. And like
Yeah.
the fungus like does its job, like it started growing inside it and living off it, you know. So you see these
Yeah.
carcasses of like the insects dying and also like have fungus.
It looks yeah. And by the way, like the way even like the way the spider like himself is moving, like he's moving in a really like weird way. It's not
Yeah,
in his regular way.
yeah, it becomes like a
Yeah.
zombie, actual zombie.
Yes. Yeah. When I saw like the video, I was surprised. Like, okay,
Okay, hold on.
we're
Let's
having like actual zombies here.
yeah. Okay, let's go back.
Thus
But
far,
I
we have
want to
yet to
try this
wake
one.
up to the nuclear apocalypse, but there have been plenty of very close calls. Every few decades, another reactor meltdown reminds us of just what kind of power we're dealing with. The most catastrophic accidents have rendered certain areas uninhabitable for thousands of years, and this was all while we were trying not to hurt anyone. The Chernobyl exclusion zone, home of the worst nuclear meltdown in history, is estimated to remain irradiated until the year 22,000. By then, the area should finally be safe for people to
Yeah.
return, although at this rate, it's hard to say whether we'll even be around to see it. As of today, nuclear warfare persists as an unmistakable threat to human existence,
Yes.
but
Have
it's
you
far from
seen
the only
the TV
doomsday
show for
scenario
it?
of the modern age. While much of our paranoia remains focused on the outside world,
Have I seen what?
Have you seen the series? Like, there's like a
Uh,
series like this,
Not yet.
like
I'm
Chernobyl.
actually I've been stalling like from 2018, by the way. Since 2018,
God,
I've been stalling. I'll watch it next time. I'll watch it next time. Maybe I'll watch it this
you
month,
gotta
next
watch
month.
it.
Yeah, I've been stalling it like way too much. I should get my things together and man up and watch it.
Today.
Bec yeah,
Watch
not
it
today,
today.
not today, obviously, but maybe like next month or something. Because not just like this exact series. I have One Piece. I haven't catch up to it. I still have like 100 episodes to watch. I have another like anime series. I started and I didn't finish. I have The
Oh,
Walking
what
Dead,
is
the
the name
last
of the
season.
anime?
Sorry?
Oh, what is the name of the anime? I mean,
Dororo. Dororo.
haven't
It's
heard.
about a ghost
Okay.
rider. It's uh, like not a go. It's very complicated yet very simple. It's very nice. Dororo. It's
Okay.
Doru.
Okay. I think yeah.
D O R
Okay.
U R U.
D
Are
O
you are
R O.
no are you Dororo. Dororo. Roro.
I
Roro.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Like someone who's like wearing black and has a long hair, long.
Can you like share the screen? Hold on. Can you share the
Okay.
screen so I can see?
The only
Long
one
hair?
that is just like coming. Yeah. But
No.
it's like Doro.
No R
This
not
one.
R O. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, not this
No?
one. This is another one. This is another one. I know the story behind this one. It's kind of like sinister, but yeah. So this one,
Um,
like, there is like devils in his world, okay? And they catch his
mhm.
family and they curse his family, okay? They told them
Okay.
like, we need your baby. We will take it from you. So when they take the baby from them, they remove like all
Uh-huh.
his organs, like everything, and they leave only like the skeleton. So he lives as a
Mhm.
skeleton. As he grows up, he started like claiming back his organs, his skin, and all that. Okay, so that's the
Okay.
story behind it. It's actually nice, but I
Interesting
was
one.
talking about this one actually. Hold on, this
Which
one.
how it like I've only watched like Attack on Titans, Tokyo Ghoul, Desperate, some other enemies.
Ah, it's Dorarara. I mispronounced it.
Okay.
Yeah, Dorarara.
Tell me.
Yeah, if you type like Durara, it will show directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's this one. Oh, like does it has a manga or a webtoon?
Yes, of course. Yeah, it does. It does. Like pretty
Yeah,
much
I
every anime
think.
has a manga because an anime cannot like originate from nothing. It always has a
Yeah,
manga.
because I used to read manga and webtoons a lot. Oh my God.
Actually, I've read manga before, but the only manga I've read is actually like Billy Bats and also Miyamoto Musashi.
Oh,
Not Miyamoto,
what?
Vagabond, like Vagabond and Billy Bat. Billy Bat is actually very nice. It's very good. And
Oh,
The Boys from 20th Century is also good. But I
ooh,
haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished it yet.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's very
since
nice.
when? I think it's like a long time.
Yes, since 2018. I started it since 2018. I have some
I do the same
unfinished business,
thing.
you could say. Yeah, I still have.
I do the same thing.
That's
Okay.
why I don't finish things because I always like, oh, I still have this thing. I still have this thing. I also still have this thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I
Or
have a
you,
list.
you just feel you want to save it. I love it, so I want to save it. I don't want it to end. Sometimes I
Not
get that feeling, so
no,
I
not
just
it-
like,
not this
okay.
is not the reason to be honest. This might be a reason, but for me, I just
Yeah.
like life is busy, you know. Sometimes life is busy. I can't keep up because back when I was in
Mm.
high school, I had all the time, you know. I had pretty much all the time to do whatever because I used to
Hmm.
stay late in the night watching like One Piece or The Walking Dead because when I was like
Same.
Yeah, I used to stay like
Yeah,
two.
back
Because
in 2019 and 2018, I used to play a lot.
yes,
Like,
yes,
lot.
I actually used to stay up until like 3 a.m. something like that.
Me, it was 5 and 6 a.m.
I mean, 6 is crazy because at 7 I have to wake up. But yeah, 3 is also
At
it's
7,
also good.
you have to wake up. God,
But how can
why
you
you have
like
to wake up?
no, this is
Yeah,
crazy. Like staying up to 6 a.m. in the morning. Like how many hours you
I
sleep a
was
week?
playing.
2? You're capping. You're actually
No,
capping it. I don't
no,
buy it.
no cap, not for real. I just like I wake up like at 12 or 1 p.m.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. But how many episodes do you watch a day?
Okay, a day.
Yeah,
If I really love like this one, I could say about 5.
5?
Yeah,
That's it?
yeah. Like no, nowadays we're back.
I'm talking about like, way back.
Way back, way
Yeah.
back. It could be like from 7 to 8.
Yes,
I could
exactly.
like
Because
maximum
an
8.
episode, yeah, because an episode equals like 1 hour. Like it's
Yeah,
always 1 hour, yeah. But an anime,
still
one
half an
episode
hour.
equals no, it equals three episodes because each episode is 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes,
Yeah,
24, 20.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it ranges from
Yes.
24 to 19. So yeah, so I would watch pretty much like 30 episodes from a certain anime. Like
Oh,
the small enemies, like the ones that have like one season or two
yeah,
seasons. I finish them in a
yeah.
day sometimes or 2 days. It depends.
It happens with me with this parrot. It's just like I watched like the whole anime in one day,
With what?
and I started to talk with an anime called this parrot.
This
Death
parrot?
parrot. No, death parrot. Okay, let me just. It was
Okay.
just like a really rock, like
What is it about though? Like, what's the story behind it? What's the plot?
okay, like some people they're just like they dead, they're done, like they dead from like long time ago,
Hmm.
but they're not really like they do not really know about that. So it called like talks about like after death and humans like either they just go to heaven or hell, and for them it's just like they arrived like at a very strange bar, and they just like started to meet each other, and there's just like a whole plot twist behind it. Okay, it's like
But have you watched like
this
Vashti
one.
Stampede, Trigun?
No.
Oh,
Can
oh,
you?
Death Parade. I don't know how
Yeah.
you didn't say this name. You didn't say Death Parade.
No.
Or maybe you
Have
didn't
you
hear
watched?
it very well. Yes, I've watched it. It's very good. It's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it like I think maybe 8 years ago. I don't know.
I've watched it. I think in 2019. Yeah. No.
I watched it
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe
during
2009.
my.
Maybe in
Oh,
2019. Yeah. I think it's. Yeah. I think I did in 2019. Yeah, I did.
I watched it
Actually.
2017.
2017. I
Yeah.
wasn't hooked into anime just yet. I just started.
Oh.
I watched like Death Note
Oh.
back then. I started with Death Note.
I started because of my friend.
Oh,
She's
I mean,
just
of course. I mean, of course, yeah.
this
It's always
addiction.
because of words.
It was like it was crazy. Like my friend like started to okay, you gotta watch this one. It's very good, and it's not a cartoon. Like did not say that about anime, and I was
It's
like
cartoon, but
okay,
it's Japanese cartoon to be honest.
yeah.
I don't
I
know why
started
people
just
like
like to do it.
are eager to die on this hill that you should not call it cartoon. It's not cartoon. It's anime. Like the
I mean,
literal name is animation. The anime part is just an abbreviation for it. It's like a shortcut for it.
yeah. Even if it was cartoon, like I love cartoon. I use
You,
like I watch cartoon
ooh,
from time to time just to
of course.
relax people.
I've watched. You know what? I've actually
What?
watched like the Adventure Time, like the whole thing from episode one to the
Oh
last episode. Yeah, and also watched the
wow.
regular show. Have you ever watched the regular show? The one with the
No, I
guy Rigby.
haven't.
I think you know it. I think you know it. Hold on, let
Can
me.
you type?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think you
send it to me.
100% seen it before. It's just like the name that is unfamiliar with a lot of people. Regular show. Let me
Can you
just.
send it to me?
Of course.
Maybe.
Images. Hold on, let me share my screen. Let me just
Okay.
this. Share my screen.
I'm exploring like some new stuff that I can't keep myself
Yeah, it's this one.
busy watching it.
It's this one. I think you've seen it before. No?
Like now the screen is still black, so I still like I cannot see anything.
What about now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
This
Oh
one,
my
it
god.
started goofy as hell, but the ending is a very, very, very sad ending. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
For
Very sad.
real?
Yeah.
Are you talking?
Because
Oh my
I'm
god.
not gonna say what. I'm not gonna spoil it for you just in case you wanna
Yeah,
watch it.
do not be a spoiler. Yes.
Yes, but one of these guys, yes,
Going to
one of these
die?
guys, yeah,
Who's going to
one of
die?
these guys, like one of these characters will have something bad happen to him, you know?
Can I guess?
What?
Okay, can I guess who is just like who's going to die? I want to guess, or maybe
Yeah,
like.
okay, if you wanna, you can guess, but I'm not like gonna tell you who.
Okay. Maybe I would just like know from your facial expression.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Is it like the blue one? What?
No, no, no. Actually, no. No, it's not the blue one.
Okay.
I was just like, you made me laugh because you said it so confidently that, yeah, no, I think it's the blue one.
No, no. Okay. Okay. Is it the pink one? The pinky one?
I said I'm not gonna say
Oh,
anything.
okay. Oh my god. I think yes. Like
Maybe
yeah, I
I'm not gonna
uh
say you'll never know in case you're gonna watch it, but you never know.
I will just okay. Okay.
Okay, it's
Let
very
me just
nice.
write it down.
It's goofy
Regular
and
child.
funny. Okay, it starts as goofy and
Yeah.
funny, but like the last season is actually dramatic. Like actually dramatic because uh, the story goes, it develops from being goofy to being kind of serious. But
Okay, I got it.
it's one of those
So like
it's one of those
the
cartoons,
goofy part.
that like
Yeah.
every episode have a theme, but like
Oh.
in the long run they are kind of connected. Like
Yes, yes, yes.
like
I
Adventure
know.
Time when it started like goofy, like they do pretty much random stuff every episode,
Yeah.
but at the end you see that it's kind of connected. Like the whole thing is kind of
The
connected.
goofy part was just a trap.
Not trap,
And
but
yeah,
part of like the show. Yeah.
yeah, it was just like they tracked like the viewer, like the audience, just like to watch it, and now you guys are trapped.
No,
You
because
gotta watch
at the
this like
end of the
dramatic.
day, it's like a show for kids. It's like
Yeah.
the primary audience is kids. But
Yeah.
because it had so many seasons, like 8 seasons, something like this, because each season comes like every year, not in the same year.
Okay.
Like the 8 seasons didn't come at the same year, so we kind of grew up with it. That's why, like, I think the direction of the writing like took that that direction. To be honest,
Uh-huh.
because
But
like
I would
the
just like
audience also grew up. That's why.
yeah. Sometimes it's just like I watch it, like I watch like cartoon from time to time. I feel it's still good though. I'm enjoying
You know
it.
what? I actually want to watch Samurai Jack, actually, and
Oh,
forgot the name.
cool.
God damn it, I forgot it. Samurai Jack.
I know Samurai Jack. Yeah,
Yeah.
here is it.
Yes, and
God.
Martin Mystery is very nice.
Wow. Wait, I used to wait for this
Yes.
one.
Yes.
It was my favorite.
Yes. Me too. Like back in the day,
God.
yeah. It was like aired in NBC3.
Yes, I used like to wait for this one like only for this one. I just like used to watch it. Like wow, I was just like impressed by
Yeah,
everything they
it
did.
was something new, unique. I've never seen something like this before. Maybe in Scooby
Yes,
Doo, but in terms of like authenticity, you could say.
fantasy. Yeah,
And also like the scary theme and stuff like that. Because let's just face it, like Scooby Doo is kind of goofy, although it was like kind of scary in the original show. But the other ones,
but
they're
yeah,
kind of like whatever, just like funny
yes,
jokes and stuff. But these ones are like
exactly.
actual monsters, not like somebody trying to
Yes.
wear a mask or anything like that.
And every time they end the episode at a very like good part, they just like I really want to watch more. So why do you guys end it? Why I'm having only one episode a day?
Yeah, yeah, it
So
was very nice. Like, have you do you remember this show? It's called Sheep in the City.
sheep in the city. Let
It was
me just
aired.
Google
It
it.
was aired on Spacetoon, by the way. Sheep in the City. It's very strange. It's very like
Shit.
also like it has so many inside jokes. I cannot like
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay.
خروف عليهم.
But it was weird.
Yes, it was
I
weird.
have
I'm
never
telling you.
understand.
Like the inside
Why?
jokes. If you watch it now, like if you watch it right now, the amount of
Yeah.
inside jokes there is kind of like unfathomable. Like what were they doing?
What?
Yeah, yeah. Like actually, I'm not gonna lie. It's
Oh,
very,
let
very
me
funny.
write it down. Okay. Cheap in the city.
I
Yeah.
I
Because
have
like it was weird.
yeah.
Mm.
I
You
think I
have a
have episodes here. I think I have yeah. I've downloaded actually like some episodes and started like rewatching, but I stopped because that's what I do.
every time you start anything, you just like stop it. Okay, let me stop it.
It's because of
Because
I was
I
I was
do.
kind of busy because I started when I was like working as a farm manager back then, and like
Oh, it
because
was
of
long
work,
time.
yeah, because of work. No, it's not because I didn't have time because I had time. It's just because I was stalling. I'm kind of like a
Uh,
procrastinator, you could say, a master
I do.
procrastinator. You know, I procrastinate a lot, like a lot. Sometimes I just like
To be
end up
honest,
doing nothing, especially in my like day off. I always like I'm gonna do
same.
this. I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
this.
And you just end up like,
No,
oh my god.
because of my procrastination problem that I have, I haven't like renewed my debit card. My debit card's supposed to be renewed this month, like, but I haven't.
You know what? The only reason that I just renewed my ID, my national ID, is because of Western Union. Nothing more. Like I just like
Because of
I
what?
kept saying because of like a Western Union. I used to take my payment on Western
Oh,
Union, so that's the main exact reason I decided to renew my ID.
I mean, mine will
Other
be
than
due in
that,
2028, to be honest. But yeah,
oh, like I used to say, okay, I'm doing like I'm going to do it today. Okay, the day after tomorrow. Okay, next week. But I ended up doing it like
okay,
because of
okay.
just
But I need to like renew it. Actually, I have to renew it because it's where I take my money from. But I have
ah
this kind of like what's it called? Card, you could say, an ownership card of the account.
yeah,
I can like pretty much like get money
have
without
transaction on this account.
yeah without the debit card. I can have like a money
Ooh,
without the debit card.
okay. And is there like a deadline for the debit card to
Uh,
just
no, no, no. Oh, by the way, they told me they've sent me a message that I can like claim my new card, but they sent it to a different city. They sent it to the city where I first like opened the account. Yeah.
aha? So you have to travel? Wait,
No, I'm not
you
gonna
have to
travel.
travel?
Obviously, hell no.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
it's a 3 hour trip. I'm not in the mood to go like
Okay.
3 hours in a road just to get my no. They should send it. I think it's logical if they
Yeah.
just send it, or if they can't,
Yes.
if they're not gonna send it, they I'm just gonna make a new one anyway. because
Yeah,
like
because we
because
are
the
just like
cost
in our
the
rent.
cost not just because of the travel cost, the cost of like making a new one is way cheaper, like by 10 times than like traveling like there and getting it by yourself.
God,
Yeah,
of course, do not do that. You're going to travel 3 hours for your debit card. You're
yeah,
not even going to just have time, like have a pump fun or just like have a good time. You're just going there to get your
yeah,
card.
yeah.
Thank you.
That's
Bye.
the main issue. If I'm not gonna, the only reason why I travel is either I have work in that place or I'm gonna go
Mm,
have fun in that place. That's the only reasons.
same.
You're telling me that I should go there to get a certain paper or a no,
Yeah.
please, let's skip.
And
Next,
just
please.
go away. Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna do that,
What
sir.
in the hell?
Sir, please, I'm not gonna do that. Just
Stop.
yes, stop.
Just send me. Send it to me now.
I mean, yeah, like if they told me that no, you have to go there by yourself. Okay, please, just close the account. I'll open like somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah. It's easy.
And yeah,
I do it all the time. I do like
they
this kind
always
of
like,
like
the
um
thing is they always like tell people like we cannot do this, we cannot do that. But the moment you start like tweaking, not tweaking, like the moment you mention, well, unfortunately I have to close this account or something like that. Oh, when
they
there
just come
is
up with
actually, yeah, there is this solution by the way that I forgot to tell you. Oh now the
yeah,
solution exists. Okay,
and
why
it can
didn't you
be
just
good
say
for
that in the
you.
first place? Like, why do you have to go all around? Like, why do we have, like, bro?
You have
Oh my
just
god.
letting people just to try to make it your way.
Like, pretty much in any service. Pretty much in any service.
Yeah, anywhere.
Bro, it's brain dead. Like,
Yeah,
do it from the start. Don't make me go, like,
it's it's crazy. Like, why are you doing that?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, to be honest, I hate like just like going there.
Okay,
Are
let's
you
see this.
sharing your screen? Yeah.
World, our true demise could just as easily come from the inside.
انا ما فهمتش المغاربه اللي عندهم باسبور بحال هذا
Okay, he
وكيحتاجوا
did
يحرقوه
not
مادام
answer.
عندهم
Oh my
باسبور
god, I
تقدر
was
بهذا
just
الباسبور تطلع في
No, we don't want to buy your course.
Although an enormous radioactive
sure.
mushroom cloud is quite effective at killing people, the same
This guy actually, by the way, it's not. I
Uh-huh.
didn't say anything, but I've heard that he's kind of like scam people or something like that. That's what I heard.
Oh
I'm
really?
not saying that he scams, but I've heard, and
That he's a scammer.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
result could be
Okay.
achieved with just a small dose of poison. As opposed to ordinary chemicals, poisons act far more potently by specifically targeting critical body systems. Pound for pound, they are among the most efficiently lethal substances known to man. Perhaps we have come to know them a little too well. For thousands of years, the Japanese have enjoyed a delicacy called fugu, otherwise known as pufferfish. Preparing the dish is considered extremely difficult due to the high amount of tetrodotoxin within most of the fish's body. Improper preparation can easily prove fatal, as even a small amount of the toxin is enough to cause death by asphyxiation. Despite the variety of far safer food available, some people just really like rolling the dice. Tetrodotoxin is only about half as toxic as the deadliest man-made poison ever synthesized, a compound by the name of VX. Originally marketed as a pesticide, its toxicity was so severe that militaries around the world began adopting it for use as a chemical weapon. Eventually, the substance was understood to be so dangerous that not even world governments felt safe producing it. As of 2015, more than 98% of the global supply of VX had been destroyed, a greater reduction than the supply of nuclear weapons. It makes you wonder if we found the toxin to be even more frightening. While human beings have proven to be incredibly skilled at destruction, the world of poison remains one place where nature still has us beat. The venom of the box jellyfish and several species of poison dart frogs has been measured as magnitudes more deadly than anything we've created. The single most poisonous substance ever discovered is produced not by an animal, but bacteria. Botulinum toxin is the most potent neural agent known to man. A dose of just 75 nanograms is enough to kill the average adult. It is the key contributor of botulism, a condition which,
God.
left untreated, results in total
Stop eating
paralysis of
rats. it's like nanograms, like 10 like times 6, not times, but power of 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The body. Given all that, you'd think we'd try to avoid it. But remarkably, the
Nano
opposite.
is power of 9,
What?
I think, yeah. Nano is power of 9, actually, not 6. Right. Yes.
Power of
Yes.
9?
Yeah, power of 9, yeah. 10 power 9, yeah.
Opposite is true. Botulinum toxin is actually one of the most heavily demanded poisons in the world due to a cosmetic procedure better known as Botox. As was the case with Emperor Qin, we are still searching for eternal youth by ingesting poison. Bacterial toxins are far from the only microscopic threats that now await us in the modern world. Urbanization and the advancement of global transportation systems has contributed to the unprecedented spread of infectious disease. As many are now exhaustively aware, it no longer takes much to start a worldwide pandemic. The next civilization-altering virus is potentially just a 24-hour plane ride away. Fortunately, the most contagious viruses tend to be the least deadly. When it was all said and done, the coronavirus outbreak resulted in just a 1% fatality rate. For comparison, the 1918 Spanish flu was estimated to have killed up to 10% of the infected. Anything more lethal and you start to enter the murderer's row of pathology. What they lack in contagiousness is more than made up for with pure stopping power. Anthrax, Ebola, and the now eradicated smallpox all have a maximum untreated mortality rate of around 90%. Rabies has a mortality rate of nearly 100% after its symptoms manifest, with only a few cases of survival ever recorded in history. At one point in time, all of these diseases would have been a virtual death sentence, but medical science has since come a long way. Currently, every disease that we're aware of either has a known cure or at least a chance of survival. Every disease except one. In the 1950s, anthropologists discovered an unusual illness affecting the Faroe people of Papua New Guinea. Known by the locals as Kuru, the disease would induce rapid physical and mental deterioration. For years, its origin was a mystery, until scientists started connecting it to the Faroe practice of cannibalism. In most cultures, the idea of eating human flesh is an extreme taboo, and as we would soon discover, there's a strong biological reason for that. Kuru is part of a broader classification of disease called transmissible spongiform encephalopathy. The condition stems from misshapen protein molecules known as prions, which bind to and corrupt healthy tissue. Once even a single prion is introduced to the body, it can remain dormant for decades before unleashing an unstoppable cascade of internal damage. Prion disorders are undetectable, incurable, and unsurvivable. They are transmitted by ingesting the contaminated flesh of the diseased.
So you're kind of like messing up with your DNA, kind of like that, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It just
Which
like
is most
don't
often brain matter. So if you want to
Yeah.
avoid infection, just stay away from cannibals. Seems simple enough. But what if that cannibal wasn't human? In the 20th century, to cope with skyrocketing meat consumption, cattle farmers sought out cost-effective ways to feed their ever-expanding herds. Eventually, someone came up with the bright idea of mixing the processed remains of dead cows back into the feed, essentially turning the living cows into cannibals. And with cannibalism came a bovine version of Kuru, which is better known as mad cow disease. Prions from the tainted beef would work their way up the food chain and into the mouths of unsuspecting people. Some have called the
Like, they always find a way to make things worse. Like, bro,
Yes.
like, I cannot believe
What are
that.
you doing?
Like, every time. Like, with animals, with plants, even with
Yeah.
AI, like, they always manage to find the worst possible things to do with it. Oh my god.
Yes. They're
mad
evil.
cow outbreak the first truly man-made epidemic. However, it was far from the first plague to come out of animal agriculture. In fact, many of the most destructive diseases in history were transmitted to us from livestock. This circumstance is believed to be the primary reason why European colonization had such a devastating effect on the Native Americans. The colonists had lived in close proximity to domesticated animals for generations and had grown resistant to their diseases. The Native Americans, meanwhile, did not, and couldn't stand a chance against the onslaught of ailments from the Old World. Animal-borne diseases have ended civilizations before, but could they do so again, especially versus our modern medical advancements? Well, it turns out that one advancement may soon force us to take a great step backwards. The meat industry is an aggressive user of antibiotics, once considered to be a permanent solution to bacterial infections. In recent times, however, the microbial world has been striking back. The overuse of antibiotics has counterintuitively made certain strains of bacteria stronger. The more we apply the medication, the more likely it is for surviving microbes to develop immunity. As antibiotics continue to be overprescribed to both humans and animals, they run the risk of losing their effectiveness entirely. Experts have long feared the emergence of a superbug which is impervious to any known treatment. Such an outbreak would essentially set us back to pre-industrial times, where even a small bacterial infection could prove fatal. This should be especially concerning, considering the worst pandemic in history, the bubonic plague, was bacterial. If a similar resistant strain were to arise, we could be powerless to stop it. Such a scenario is hardly far-fetched. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria is already responsible for 700,000 deaths per year, a figure that could rise to 10 million by 2050.
Oh, it's like, okay, it's a game again.
There's a misconception that we have left most of our problems in the past, and that we have somehow grown more capable of solving them in the present. It's easy to blame the mistakes of older generations on their ignorance, but it would be naive to suggest that our circumstance today is any different. The truth is that we're still not quite sure how anything we're doing today will affect the future. All of the biggest man-made problems in history only got that way because they weren't obvious when we introduced them. In
Yeah,
1986,
I
an event
agree.
like Cleveland Balloon Fest was seen as harmless and whimsical fun, while many look back on it today with disturbing unease. Modern concerns of microplastics in the environment have made us reconsider the last 70 years of previously innocuous activities. As of now, the jury's still out on whether plastic pollution is harmful to human health, but for our sake, we had better hope it's not. Microplastics have infiltrated every layer of the food chain, down to the air, water, and soil. One study suggests
To be honest, they would be like harmful if you reach a certain like degree, like of being the plastic existing in our
Yeah.
body. Like if you reach like a certain degree, I think yeah, you will suffer from something, some kind of disease
To
because
be
of that.
honest, like this is the first time I heard about like the microplastics and like the issue like itself.
Oh really?
I really didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Like,
Like
okay.
it causes like humans to be infertile.
Uh-huh, okay.
Yes, it does
Oh,
because it
uh-huh.
messes
But
with
it,
the estrogen and also like the testosterone of the man, so it kind of like
uh-huh.
messes up that. Yeah, but as I said, like to a certain degree, if we all have them, by the way, everybody has them because like we're so like the plastic, we use it pretty much every day.
Yeah, of
So
course.
we have them in our bodies. But if you reach a certain like degree like of existence, I think yeah, they would like cause something, maybe a cancer or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, but like the point that he was like talking about itself was really good when he said that we don't really know if we're doing like anything right now that could affect like our like next generation in the future. Like
Yeah,
who really
because
knows? Even like
like
ChatGPT itself. It,
just like food, when they discover like a new flavor or anything. For example, like I've noticed like past year, yeah, I think in
mm,
2023, they introduced tacos to us here, the
yeah,
chips. I've
yeah,
never tasted them before because I think they're trash. They look trash. They look very, very toxic. I
yeah,
don't, and I don't think they taste good either. I think they taste like batteries or something like that, to be honest.
yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, but yes, but people because like they see they see the trends and stuff like that. They consume it
Yeah,
just because they saw it, not because they like it. Just because,
exactly.
yes, oh look, I have it. Wow, like bro.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. You guys gotta try it, but deep down, I think like he's not really like loving it.
Yeah,
It's
and
not really
also
that
because
good.
like people like here in Morocco still like how can I say it respectfully? Well, I think I can't, but yeah. Anyway, I think you get the idea. They think like if you buy certain food, for example, like
Uh-huh.
Takis, like McDonald's, Burger King, or any type of
Mm.
food, you kind of
Mm.
like a higher up. I don't know how to say
Mhm.
it, to be honest. I forgot the term. Like an
Like
upper
what?
class. You're kind of like an upper class, in society.
Okay, okay.
In society.
I
For
got it.
yes,
Now you're an aristocrat.
yes.
Wow.
Now
You're
you're
another
rich.
level.
Yes,
You're
you
rich.
are rich or something. Not rich like rich, but you're kind of okay. People
Yeah,
try to
you have
pretend.
money, so
Yes, people.
they
Yes,
show off.
yes, because the price of the thing is actually not cheap. You know, it's kind of expensive.
Uh-huh.
If you work like a minimum wage here, you're not gonna eat. You're not gonna eat it every day, of course. Maybe once a month, twice, thrice a month,
I
maybe four
got
times
you.
a week, something like that. Because you have
But
bills to
people
pay,
still
of
show
course.
off.
Yeah, yeah, they're trying to show off with the stuff and their stories and stuff. But still, but to be honest, like the shape of it and the color of it, it doesn't look normal, especially the color. The color is very bright.
You,
It looks like like something out of like I don't know, nuclear stuff. Like they made it with
I got you.
radiations and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like it's not really like I don't. I will not say healthy because nothing is healthy, but I mean it's not really good.
yeah.
You could
Have
feel
you ever
it's
tried it though?
effects. No,
I think I'm
no,
not gonna try it ever, to be honest. It doesn't look.
I'm not.
It doesn't have the appeal for me. At least for me, it doesn't have the appeal.
It looks
I mean,
weird.
if you look, if you like it, you can go for it. I'm not gonna police you for that. I'm not gonna tell you what to do or what not to do. I'm just talking about myself and myself only. That's about it. You could
Me,
try them, and there's nothing.
I would say no.
Okay.
For me, I would say no.
Suggests that the average person
Hard
now
pass.
ingests 5 grams of plastic per week, equivalent to the mass of a credit card. By 2050, the amount of plastic in the ocean is expected to outweigh the amount of fish. Ready or not, plastic
Crazy.
debris is now a part of our world, and all we can do is cross our fingers that it has no effect on anything. They said the same thing about asbestos and lead, but surely this time will be the exception.
Surely.
We are still very much
Of
in the
course.
age of unforeseen consequences, and these days it feels like the price of progress keeps getting steeper. Whether it's the chemicals we keep putting into the environment or our own bodies, it's difficult to not feel at least a little anxious for the future. You have to wonder if we'll ever reach a point where we start creating problems faster than we can fix them. Maybe we're already there. An often neglected part of the legend of Pandora's box is what remained in the box after all the evils were released. The most open-ended part of the story fixates on our interpretation of the Greek word elpis, most commonly translated as hope. Scholars disagree on whether the inclusion of hope in the box should be considered a blessing or a curse. On one hand, it can be seen as the ultimate tool to protect ourselves from the rest of the evils, the lone antidote designed to counteract the wickedness that once imprisoned it. However, a far more pessimistic outlook of the situation sees hope as yet another evil, leading us astray on a path towards salvation that's never coming. It may be convenient to believe that sometime down the line, people way smarter than us will just figure it all out and solve everything. Perhaps artificial intelligence will come to the rescue, or just add to the problem. Maybe if the Earth gets too polluted, we can just evacuate to another world. Hopefully we can do so before the satellites in orbit disintegrate into a deadly debris field that traps us here, with all our mistakes, forever. In many ways, that would probably be the most fitting end to our story. There's a cosmological principle known as the Great Filter, which attempts to explain the absence of other intelligent life in the universe. The hypothesis warns of some inevitable barrier which prevents civilizations from expanding beyond a certain level of complexity. It's possible that advanced species reach a point where they become too powerful for their own good, where the enormity of their problems far surpasses the capacity of their intellect to solve them. Are we on our way to getting filtered? As unpleasant of a thought it may be, the arrow of progress only points in one direction. If there is an unspeakable catastrophe waiting for us at the end of the line, it's hard to imagine we'd stop ourselves before we get there. Perhaps that's the lesson of Pandora's box. Once it's open, there's no shutting it. The changes we make to this world are permanent and irreversible. Despite all of our progress, we are still very much at the mercy of nature, which exists to remind us that everything we have been given can just as easily be taken away. If we are headed towards the end, may we stand in awe of its totality and finality. Only then will we truly comprehend our inescapable reality as mortal creatures. When contemplating the fragility of existence, I am often reminded of a passage I read from a modern-day philosopher. They present the image of a mouse whose curiosity has led to its demise, on which they comment the following. One day, while doing nothing particularly out of the ordinary, because of natural laws he was completely powerless to understand or intuit, he was instantly killed in a horrifying way by forces vastly in excess of anything he was ever designed to experience, for no reason, to no one's particular surprise or upset. In this, we are more like him than different.
Well, that's kind of true, to be honest. Yeah, we're kind of like him, in the sense of like, no one will care if we disappear. Like, you see here, like one day,
Upset. In this, we are more like him than different.
yeah, one day while, hold on, let me do this. Yeah, one day while doing nothing particularly out of the ordinary because of natural laws, he was completely powerless to understand or intuit. He was instantly killed in a horrifying way by forces vastly in excess of anything he was ever designed to experience, for no reason, to no one's particular surprise or upset. In this, we are more like him than different. Yeah, true. We're very exposed to like forces that is actually vastly in excess of anything that we ever designed to experience. And also like when we die, like nobody will care, to be honest. Like maybe your family will care, like your close ones, but after like 10 years or after like one generation, like nobody will care. You see? Like your ancestor, you don't really know your ancestors. You don't really feel anything for your ancestors because you didn't get to experience nothing with them. That's the main that's the main idea here. So yeah, I think that's about it. But you know what? That was actually a good video. That was actually a good video. And also like the part when they start talking about like introducing animals or eliminating animals from certain like places or systems is actually very dangerous and people should not be doing that anymore because it messes with the environment in total. It's like a butterfly. It's like a butterfly effect. Even though like you messed up somewhere here, like you eliminated somewhere here, the effect it will have, it would be like a big effect somewhere else. Like that's like a natural law, to be honest. So yeah. So let's go back to the shows. Yara, are you still with me or not? Hello? Hello, hello. Well, I think she went away. Well, since she went away, let's talk about like pretty much something, okay? Let's talk about like the shows or maybe like some concepts. So, for me, to be honest, I think, hold on, let me share with you what I'm going to talk about. Hmm. Let's talk about One Piece. One Piece. Okay, 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 okay. Let me just pull this picture and share the screen, and we are going to talk about it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Yara has something to do. So I want to talk about One Piece, guys. Actually, I want to talk about One Piece. You know what is the most thing that is actually that I like most about One Piece? It's the concepts of like fighting for justice. That's the actual reason why I love this show. Because throughout like the whole series, like throughout the whole islands that he visits, he always get rid of like the unjust systems that were built in. Although sometimes it might seem unintentional, but if you see it like if you watch the whole show, if you reach, for example, the last episode, that is still because this show is still running on. So the last episode of this week, for example, you will see that everything is pretty much connected. To be honest, like the whole islands, the whole fights, the whole thing is actually connected. So it's actually intentional. It's not unintentional. So actually, I love it. I love my favorite character, to be honest, is Luffy. My second favorite is Sanji, to be honest. But I like Luffy because he has like beliefs, like the same beliefs as me. So he believes that you pretty much can do like anything if you want to. Like you can achieve your dreams if you fight hard enough for them. Like for me, my dream or my goal, to be honest, is to be like an actual streamer or like an online entertainer, to be honest. Yeah. Someone who can provide entertainment throughout like online outlets or platforms like maybe Twitch, maybe Facebook, Twitter, I don't know, Kick, YouTube, yeah, something like that. And I've been trying actually so hard. I've been trying since 2019. I've worked my myself off. I actually did. But you know what happened? Actually, I started working like in 2019, but I didn't like manage to have a PC until like the summer of 2021. Yeah, because of Corona actually. So I was working like as a waiter in a restaurant since 2020. Yeah, in January 2020, and I was actually gathering money, gathering how can I say it, like money to buy my PC and service like internet provider. But because of Corona, like everything fell apart. So I had to like kind of abandon, but not really, because I borrowed like money from my father. But it wasn't enough for me to buy everything. It was enough for me to only buy the screen, the like the internet, and that's about it, and the cables. That's about it. I couldn't like buy a headset. I couldn't buy a mic. Like I couldn't buy a camera even. So pretty much like I only had a PC. So I came up with a plan to like make YouTube videos, like short edits, like .exe specifically, the memes. But it didn't like go well because it wasn't actually my main goal. I want to be like a streamer, an actual streamer, not a YouTuber. So yeah, it kind of died out. And when the money like dried up, I had to do something. So I went back to school. I went back to this institution. It's called I'm not gonna say the name because you're not gonna know. e- even if I say the name, you're not gonna know. So it was pretty much like about agriculture. It was an institute for agriculture. and it equals like 2 years of university.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
back.
Yo,
Hello.
hello.
Oh, you're sharing your screen like what for One Piece? Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about like why I like One Piece.
Oh, okay. Like my brothers used to watch it. I've never watched it.
You've never, you should. I mean, although it's long, I know it's 1,000 episode, but it's actually worth the watch. And also, like, you're not gonna watch it at once. You can like watch it whenever you want. But I swear, the moment you will start watching, you will like get hooked. You will watch it pretty much every day until you reach the 1,000 marker. I'm not gonna lie, because
That
that what
much?
happened to me. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Because it may seem goofy. It may seem goofy at first, but the actual
Oh.
storyline is actually very good. Because this guy here, you see, is like a justice symbol. The wherever he
Okay.
goes, there is like, for example, whatever island he goes, there is like some sort of oppression going on there. So they go
Um,
and unintentionally, he gets in a fight with the one who causes the problems over there. Like unintentional, like it's not like, hey, I am this hero of this. I'm gonna go and like set you free, boss. No,
and I'll kill
it's
you.
not. Yeah,
No.
it's not like that. It's not like that. He always like a random fights. But
Oh.
it's actually very nice. It's actually very fun and very cool. And I like the drive of this character because he doesn't let
Mhm.
anything or anyone like phase him from reaching out his dream. He's unfazed
Oh
by
God.
anything. Like his will,
Okay.
his actual will is actually wow. I
It's
admire
crazy.
it. I admire the one who wrote this character is actually a genius, to be honest. And also like the second
Oh.
characters, also like I like them. My second favorite is actually this guy. He's called Sanji, to be honest.
Which one?
Uh,
Can you have like the arrow on hand? Like
with the
which one?
yellow hair, the one with the yellow hair.
With the yellow hair. Okay. He
Yeah,
looks charismatic. Okay.
yeah. Okay. So,
Which one?
and this island, they wear like this kind of like samurai theme. So this is what they usually look like. Hold on. Oh, I tried to
Uh-huh.
close it, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this one. Hold on. Let me see. One with a regular outfit. I can't see. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, it's this one. This guy, Sanji,
Which one?
the one with the
I
yellow hair
I
with the
can
cigarette.
I cannot see him. Okay, wait.
How about now?
So
Okay,
I
I think I
cannot
have to
read.
reshare my screen.
I'm sorry about that. Every
No
time.
problem. No problem. So yeah. So pretty much like everybody like on the team has a certain dream
Mm.
or a certain goal he wants to reach. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So for example, this
Oh,
guy, yeah, I'm talking about this guy over here. He's very
okay.
elegant. Anyway, this guy wants to be the king of the
Yeah, look,
pirates.
like he looks
Okay.
very good.
This
Mhm.
one wants to be like wants to draw the map of the world, of their world.
Oh,
Okay. This one
what a
wanted to be
dream.
like the greatest sword fighter ever, like the number one
Hmm.
sword fighter. This one wanted to be wants not wanted wants to explore the whole seas of the world, of their world. And this
Uh-huh.
one wants to be the most courageous guy ever. So yeah,
Hey, they
and
look cool.
yeah, they are actually cool. And this one too, this character here named Chopper, a little cute one, wants to be the best
Oh,
doctor ever.
is it a
This
dog
Uh, no,
or
not a dog.
what?
It's a reindeer. It's a deer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Very good.
this one wants to discover the secrets of the world because there was something happened way back in time, but it got erased from history. It's called like the 100th century void.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
there was like a century of void that got deleted from all the history books because of the things that happened. So the
Oh,
higher ups that are actually responsible for the world right now, which is called like the world government, are actually
mhm.
responsible for deleting 100 years of history because of like a lot of things that happened. It's a
You know
very
what?
complicated. Yeah, it's
You know
very.
what? I believe it's like it's really like happening in real life.
Uh, I don't know. I don't
They
think.
are trying to
Maybe,
erase.
yeah, maybe some parts of history got deleted, like intentionally, but some parts I
Mm,
think they just like got lost by time.
yeah,
Like
but
for
no.
example, the things that got like destroyed intentionally are the library of Baghdad, of course, the one that got set on fire,
Yeah.
and the
Yes.
library of Alexandria at one point.
Oh.
But that was
Yeah. Yeah.
intentional, I think, because I'm talking about like way back in the pharaoh's time. There was
Yeah. I
a
got it.
library back then, I think, a big library.
Yes. And yeah, and actually, like I believe, like maybe like in the terms of like fairs and so on, I believe that we do not really know like everything. So that's why when I heard you talking about that, I felt maybe we're just like living the same way. They
What do
just
you mean?
trying to erase some
What do you mean?
parts.
Like we don't know anything?
I believe like sometimes like when I just like read like some theories or like anything like that, I feel that we still like did not know like anything about history. Like still like we have some missing parts,
I mean,
and it was like
yeah,
intentionally. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they still to this day deciphering like the hieroglyphics. To be honest, they don't have like a
Mm,
strong, like 100% knowledge for the language yet. But
yeah.
yeah, we don't know a lot of things about like them. But
Yeah.
we do know like some things about them. To be honest, yeah, we actually do.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
but some
still
parts,
try.
yeah, but a lot of things got lost because of time. Just because of time, to be honest, not because it was intentional. Like the things that were
Mm,
lost to time are more the things that were lost intentionally by humans.
I
That's
agree with you. Yeah.
that's my
Yes.
take on it. So yeah, so
Yeah.
okay, let me just explain the concept for like One Piece. So One Piece. So there was this war that happened a long time ago between like evil and good. Okay, let's just like
Okay.
minimize it at that. Evil and good, and the evil guys won. Okay, so when the evil
Okay.
guys won, they formed this thing that called the world government. Like it symbolizes the UN in real life.
Yeah.
The UN. It
Yeah. I was about to say
symbolizes the UN.
that. Mm.
And like the world government have like their police. It's called the Marines because they live in a world like that's mostly oceans and seas. They live in islands, not in compacts,
Okay.
not in continents like us. Okay, so their
Mm.
police is actually Marines. So the world government have the police. So they do like they maintain like order. Okay,
Okay.
they try to maintain order in seas, but at the same time they are not like good guys. The Marines
Uh-huh.
are like considered good guys because they are like, kind of like police, but they are like being ruled by bad guys at the same time. You see what I'm talking about?
Okay.
The Marines
Yes.
maintain order in islands, like they don't let pirates or like criminals and stuff like that like
Yeah.
wreak havoc in islands. No, they don't. But at the same time, they are ruled by evil people, like
Evil people.
the higher ups, like the people at higher positions are actually evil.
Mm.
So yeah, and
Very
there was
good.
this guy called Roger. It's called Gold de Roger. He tried to go against like world governments with his crew, and he reached
Mm-hmm.
the final destination. It's called like the final island. I forgot the name. Ah, it's called Laughtale. The final island is called Laughtale because he named it Laughtale because when he reached, he discovered like some of the facts, like why like a lot of things happened and why like there is this systems and all this, and it was kind of
Mm.
funny for him because he's not the guy who's gonna uh, destroy the system, like the bad systems and stuff. He's not.
Mm.
There should be like another guy. He's not like the promised. He's not like the prodigy. So
I got.
people have to wait for like the awaited guy, or like yeah.
Okay.
What do they call it exactly? I forgot the name. I forgot the correct term. Like
You mean like you mean like something like like المهدي like something like that?
yes, like something like this, like a professor,
Okay.
a guy
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah. You can
class,
say like what?
like a prodigy or something like this, like a guy from
But
prophecy.
you could, yeah, but here you could describe him like as a witty guy. You can say that.
Yeah, yes.
You can say
So,
that. Yeah,
so
yeah.
basically, when this guy comes, he will like free the world from like this whole thing, like the evil
Which
government.
is
Because
the main character.
yes, the main character, yeah. Because in their world they have like these devil fruits, okay? These fruits that
Mm-hmm.
if you eat it, you gain like some sort of like power up,
Oh,
okay? For example,
okay.
Luffy has like the Gomu Gomu like power, which is like rubber power. He can like enlarge or shrink himself
Uh-huh.
or something like that. And there
Slimy.
are like
Okay.
and there is like three types of fruits. There are like logia, which like can you can like change the shape of your body. Like for example, if you have like the flame fruit, you can have like
Uh-huh.
body made of flame. You know, if like somebody shoots you,
Oh.
it goes through you because your body is made of flame. You can like change the physics around your body and everything. Okay, and there is like I forgot the other names. There is Logia and something. Okay, so there is the other types. There are two other types. The other type, you can like control the weather or like the earth or anything like something like this, you know,
Uh-huh.
or the
Like a
physical state.
superpower?
The physical state of something, but you
Mm.
can still get hurt, you know, you can still get hurt if somebody shoots you or try to go like attack you with a sword. You will get hurt. You cannot you're not
You
invincible.
cannot run from
Yeah,
it.
the first one is
Um.
kind of like invincible because if
Mm.
someone shoots you, it will go like through you, it will go through you. And
Yeah.
the third one, the third type, it's called zone. You gain like a power up, like an animal power up, like Beast Boy
Animal
from
power.
Teen Titans. Yeah, you know Beast Boy from Teen Titans. He
Teen
can,
Titans?
yeah, he can like transform to any animal he wants.
Oh,
Yeah, he can
okay.
transform to any
Interesting.
animal he wants. But this one, you can transform to the animal of the fruit you ate. Okay, so there is like
Oh,
yes, there is like elephant fruit. There is like maybe frog fruit. There is human fruit. There is even human fruit. But yeah, when you eat that fruit, you gain the power from the animal. You get to like change the shape. Your shape actually changes a little bit.
your color? Maybe like even
Yes,
your
yes.
color? Oh.
You resemble that animal. You kind of start to resemble that animal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's,
it has like multiple stages. For example, you can like control if you want to be like that animal 100%. You can change to that animal 100%. If you want to be like how like mix like of human and animal, you can be a mixed one.
uh-huh.
If you
Okay.
if you want just to say a human, you can stay as a human. You know,
Oh.
you can be a human, a hybrid, or that exact animal. That's
Like this is like the third kind of fruit.
yes, that's the third kind. The other one, you can change like the whole physics like of your body. You can be like if you have like
It's the
the
bedouin.
sand. Yes, if you have this like the sand fruit, you can be pretty much made out of sands or fire or lightning or pretty much water, anything. You can or and the other one, you can change like the state of like things. Or
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And the last one, like you could be like any like animal you want to be,
Yeah,
no matter what.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So these fruits actually are scattered all around like their world. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and the problem with it, if you eat it, you lose the ability to swim. You cannot swim anymore. You sink like a rock.
Oh, why?
Yeah, it's like a
Uh-huh.
nerf. With the power up you have this nerf too. You cannot like swim.
Yes.
Yeah,
As
because
if you cursed. Yeah.
yeah, because like most of the land like the world is made of like ocean. That's why. So like
Okay.
this guy Luffy eats this fruit that we discover later on that is actually the promised fruit that a certain guy will eat it and will be the warrior of liberation, to be honest. You know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch a video next time about this. About
I like I'm down because I feel it's quite interesting.
but
Like my
but
brother is
if you
used
want to
to watch it a
solidify,
lot.
if you want to like understand or start to understand what's going on, I advise you to like
Um,
start watching the show. To be honest, it's actually very nice. It's very good.
I will watch episode 1 today. I I
Nice.
I I will do. Yes.
Yes, you know what? You will actually like it because at first it starts as funny, funny adventures and funny laughs and all
Hmm.
that. But as you
Yeah.
go on, the more you go on, the more it gets serious. It gets serious. My favorite arc, by the way, is this one over here. Hold on.
Wait. Where?
Aeneas Lobby. Hold on. Lobby.
Okay.
This
I'm
is my
waiting.
favorite arc, the Aeneas Lobby arc. Do you see the picture? The pictures?
No. You have to. Okay. Now I see it. Nah. Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite arc.
Okay.
This is where like a lot of things happen. Where you could say the show start to hit a different path, towards a different path. This is like the
Okay.
main turning point where the show start to get serious.
Not goofy, but serious. Okay.
Yeah,
I. Oh,
I
I'm
mean it
excited.
maintained its goofiness a little bit, but not as much as they did in the first episodes. Now on, it became a little bit serious to be honest, and you will like it
Starting from
because
what episode?
yeah,
Yeah.
because like a lot of tragic things started to happen, like this of certain characters, like a lot of
Oh,
things. Yeah,
I'm a really sensitive person. Like when it comes to characters, I could cry over them. Am I going to cry a lot?
I mean you will because oh my god, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you will. Yeah,
I did not do anything. Oh my God.
actually, this arc, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
ruin anything. This like arc, I think will make you cry because a lot of things happened here. Like there's like no important character that actually died. Even like the
Yeah.
secondary character, there is no secondary character that died that I can recall. But still, it was
Okay.
like very
I
sad.
will.
It was very sad.
Emotional like scenes,
Yeah, it
right?
was emotional. I think. Do you see this picture?
Okay, let me check.
Do you see
No,
it?
not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I see it now. Yes.
From this picture, I think you get the impression what's going to happen.
Okay, can you like zoom in?
I don't think I can. I can't.
Okay, wait.
I can't. Well, anyway, when you start to like watch it, tell me so I can like
Like there's like yeah, I will start today.
okay.
I will just I cannot wait because I really like want to like see
And
like
also
the
like
story.
don't spoil it for yourself. Don't like watch reels or edits or even like YouTube videos because you will spoil it for
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm not. I would just prevent myself. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm really interested.
I think we've arrived to like the final.
Oh,
Yeah, the stage.
already, yes.
Yeah. So thank
Okay.
you for being with us here today.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for the
you so
time.
much.
Thank you for the talks. Thank you for the session.
It
And
was really good.
see you next time. Next Saturday, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yes. See you next Saturday.
Okay. See you next Saturday.
See
Ciao.
you. Bye.